Hey, welcome back. Today's going to be part 2 of our series, Can You Cerakote at Home? In this video, we're going to go over the prep work of it. The degreasing, the sandblasting, the gas out, and getting it mask off and prepped to Cerakote. So stay tuned and we'll get started. Alright, so the gun we're going to Cerakote is going to be my Ruger American 308 bolt action rifle. So let's get it disassembled real quick, stripped down, and then we'll be right back. Alright, so now we're going to take this, we're going to soak it for about 30 minutes in simple green, just pure simple green. Just let it soak down in there. And, alright, we'll be back as soon as this is done soaking. Okay, so we're going to blast this in 100 grit red garnet sand, and we're going to blast it at about 80 to 90 psi, and we're going to try to get all the finish off. Alright, so here we want to blow all the little sand and grit out of it. And one thing I will tell you that is if it is an anodized part, like an AR receiver, you do not need to get all the finish off. You can just get it where it's a dull finish. It doesn't have to be sandblasted nearly as good. Go ahead and cut your wire in there, find a hole you can hang it through. If you do not have a hole, if you have a barrel that you don't have a hole in, you can cut a long piece of wire and run it down beside the plugs and tie it that way also. And then I preheated my oven to 300 degrees, so we're going to let it bake for right at an hour to gas out completely, and we'll be back whenever we got it all gassed out and see where any oil seeped from. Okay, so I've let it gas out for about an hour now, so we're going to open it up and see where the oil is and let it cool off. Okay, so you can see right here where turn around a little. That right there is where there's oil still in it. You have to get all that out. And that's the problem with these bolt action rifles that you can't take apart there. You don't want to take apart anyways there. So you need to get all that out. So what we'll do is we'll let this cool completely down. We'll go ahead and re-soak it in the degreaser for 15-20 minutes. I may spray it with brake clean first right in that area and try to get all down in there real good, and then re-soak it in the degreaser. And then after we do that, we'll have to re-blast it. Just a real quick once over re-blast just to get the film off. And then we'll bake it again for about another 30 minutes, degassing it, or gassing it out, whatever they call it. And then we'll be prepped. One thing I did forget to mention earlier when I was doing the sandblasting is one, make sure your media is good and clean. Don't use dirty, greasy media. So like mine, I don't do anything in there that's not been degreased first. But and these locking pliers, little hemostats or whatever they call them. Anyways, you can get these at Harbor Freight for a couple bucks. These work real good for like doing small pins, stuff like that. You can clamp them in it and hold it and blast them. Just a little trick to that. Well, that's it for this video. Make sure you subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. And we'll be back in a day or two with the next video, which will be actually getting it painted and baked on.